Yo, what's up? Oh, today we're talking about women hitting the wall. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by, watching my video. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor, and this channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. Before we get started, isn't this beautiful? The tree, the background. This is a real background, not virtual. Look, putting my hand behind my head. And I live in this building. I work remotely up here in the lounge. This is not my apartment, just to clarify. I've had some comments on my channel with people saying, oh, nice virtual background. No, this is a real deal. And as I mentioned, this is like the penthouse lounge. There's a pool off to my right side. Beautiful spot. So let's get into this topic. Okay, women hitting the wall. All right. Here's the thing, guys. When women hit 35, they basically hit a wall, right? Their sexual market value declines substantially, regardless of whether they have children. That's just a reality. It's the same with men that are playing sports. Your marketplace value as an athlete declines significantly unless you're Tom Brady during his reign. It typically starts to drop at the age of 35 because that's when men hit their athletic peak. Some might argue that women hit their sexual market peak sooner than 35. In the modeling industry, it's basically 25, maybe 24. So, women hitting the wall. Here's the thing, there's a lot of women out there that get tired of their husbands, tired of their boyfriends, whatever. There's no specific concrete reason, but they just decide, you know what, I want to move on. And this happened to me in my marriage, right? So I was married for 20 years. My ex wife took me for granted. And eventually, the sex stopped. I was in a sexless marriage. One thing led to another. I eventually asked for the divorce. So, what's wild is during our separation period, so the first year after I moved out, she asked me to reconsider getting back with her 4 times. That's right. She asked me to reconsider getting back with her 4 times. I see so many videos of something similar on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever, of these women crying that are past the age of 30. They leave the man that they're with, and there really wasn't anything specifically wrong with the guy. It's not like he was abusing her, wasn't perfect, but was being a provider and uh, all around a good guy, right? So there's so many of these videos of these women crying where fast forward after they've left the guy, which by the way, 70% of all divorces are filed by women. So that has to tell you something. So these women that are crying, fast forward a year later after they've left the guy that they've been in this relationship with, and oh hell, they're all of a sudden completely shocked. They're shocked that dating sucks, that it's really hard to find a good guy that's willing to make a commitment. Because here's the thing, when women hit this wall, right, and they typically leave the person that they're with, they think, oh, I still have what it takes to attract a guy, which they will always have more options. I'm going to do another video of a 65-year-old woman that rejected this guy. And anyways, so they'll always have more options than guys in general in terms of men that want to sleep with them versus women that want to sleep with men. Okay. So what happens is they are in this relationship, they leave, they discover, so many months later that, oh, the dating market is shit. And when I say shit, this is what I mean. Oh, sure, these women will be able to find a guy that's willing to sleep with them. But to find a guy that's willing to make a commitment with them, especially if they're a single mother and now that guy is somewhat responsible for kids that are not theirs, oh, it's kind of laughable. You know, I'm just amused. I'm amused of like how heartbroken they are on these TikTok videos and YouTube videos, and they're crying. I'm like, oh my God, I shouldn't have left my guy. And I'm like, really? So it was that bad in your relationship because the guy wasn't perfect. He wasn't like super spicy and naughty all the time like you needed. And, and I can relate to from a guy's perspective because I went through it, and my ex-wife eventually took me for granted and then regretted it afterwards. So you need to understand, guys, that women hit that wall basically at 35. Their sexual market value drops significantly, and so does yours, especially whether it's relationships or in athletically. The difference, though, is that men are like fine wine, right? Though our sexual marketplace value might decline in certain aspects, they increase in other aspects. We have more money, we have more wisdom. There's a lot of women, excuse me, attracted to gray, which, by the way, guys, stop dyeing your hair. I mean, I don't have any hair, but on the beard or on the top, don't dye it because a lot of women like that. And so men's sexual marketplace value changes as we get older, and we're just seen differently. So let me know what you think about this and what have been your experiences with women hitting the wall. Drop a comment below, and we'll see you next time.